one and only Real Spit, and you know we spit the real. On this episode here, I am proud to bring Shaka Zulu to my history channel. And for y'all young folks who don't know who Shaka Zulu is, you got a treat coming. For y'all old folks, I know y'all remember. Boom, 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 boom. But now, let's get into it. The history of Shaka Zulu, POLLINS TV, Real Spit. Let's go. Welcome to another POLLINS TV, and like I told you earlier, welcome to Shaka Zulu history lesson, man. Shaka Zulu was the king of the Zulu nation. He reformed the way the Zulu performed in military. He reformed the way they walked out. They reformed the way they carried the spears, the length of the spears, and everything. These reforms allowed for the Zulu to fight and win against the European armies. Shaka was the son of the Zulu chief. He was rejected for being the chief's son and was let off from the Zulu bloodline kingdom. Young Shaka grew up in his mother's settlement, a fighting unit. Shaka developed his skills in his mother's settlement. Shaka became a fierce warrior. Shaka redefined the way the military did their things and their methods. He forged alliances with the smaller tribes to avoid bloodshed throughout the regions. The Zulu movement was defensive, but Shaka applied pressure diplomatically with a strategy of assassination. Shaka engaged in a number of battles. When Shaka's father died in 1816, Shaka's half-brother pursued the crown. His reign was short-lived. The Shaka entered and overthrew his half-brother. After becoming the ruler, Shaka gathered destroyed tribes and reformed them. Also, Shaka was a man, competed and won in the Zulu Civil War in 1819 through 1820. Shaka became the king. Shaka surrounded himself with people who was better than him within the government. Because in fighting, nobody had time for the rest of the stuff like plants and everything like that. And there Shaka wasn't that strong with like vegetation and the feeding and all the small things. Shaka was a fighting king. The Zulus migrate all the way down to South Africa in the 9th century AD. In the 1800s, Shaka unit the whole nation of the Zulu tribe and is celebrated every year in September. They call it Shaka Day. His legacy live on to this day. Shaka invented the bullhorn formation. 3 parts tactic to put enemies in a difficult situation. This formation was so successful, he barely lost any fights. You could get the closer attack with the method of Shaka Zulu. In 12 years, Shaka went from a small tribe to a nation. Shaka don't like weaknesses. Shaka was a better warrior than a king. He was the original Black Panther. You couldn't beat it during that time. You didn't have this type of person that led a nation. So that's the bottom line, what I'm trying to bring out with Shaka Zulu. He wasn't as strong for some of the things, but he knew one thing: uniting people and bringing y'all together. Shaka did a lot of that in Africa, and that's why I think we need that in America, to bring together the people. Even though the tribes was weak around him, he gathered that tribe that broke down tribe. He just had war with the tribe and he still took the tribe in. Shaka was amazing. Not only the fighting, but you couldn't touch this man. This man was the best warrior pound for pound on the planet at the time. But you couldn't take away his legacy, which was unite people and to bring people together. This has been another Pollins TV, man. Click like for that description, man. And man, I hope you like this episode of Shaka Zulu, Pollins TV. Let's go.